Welcome to the 2023 Asian Equipped Powerlifting Championships in Alleppey, India.
Requesting the
My
referees
name is Chrissy
for
Chanley, and this is the men's 74 kilogram category, all age groups. Lifting will commence in approximately 5 minutes. And we have for you lifters from the sub-junior, junior, open, Masters 1 and Masters 2 category. So I will do my best to keep you informed of which age category each lifter is in, so that you can follow the competition. You'll also have the Good Lift scorecard on your screen from time to time. We have 13 lifters for you in this session. Lifters representing from India, Oman, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Mongolia, and Chinese Taipei. This is the first time at this championship that we've seen the Uzbekistan lifter and the Mongolian lifter. Yesterday was the first day, and the lifting was dominated by the Indian and Kazakhstan lifters. As you can see, we're introducing the referees now and the jury.
We have the juries, Anna Maria of Indonesia, Fodiev Sergi of Uzbekistan.
You see the red tie represents a Category 1 international referee, and the blue tie is a Category 2 international referee. So you see the 3 referees on the floor there are Category 2. Centre referee is Tuga from Mongolia. And the jury consists of 3 referees, senior referees, Category 1. Now the referees will take their positions now. There's some final tidying up around the platform before we start in 3 minutes. So this is equipped lifting, and that means the lifters are wearing approved apparel that will assist them to lift even greater weights. That usually consists of wrist wraps and knee wraps and suits and a shirt that is made of special fabric with elasticity. And it's quite a complicated and technical thing to be able to use the equipment, the apparel, to maximum or optimal benefit. So it does take quite a lot of extra experience and skill to use equipment in your lifting. Most of these lifters lift classic, meaning raw. That means without the assistance of special lifting fabrics and apparel. Classic is very popular now, and most of these lifters do lift that, although some of them are exclusively equipped lifters. And I was talking to some of the guys out the back this morning, and some of them lift exclusively classic, and this is their first international, or indeed first international that they're lifting in equipped apparel. So that's always a challenge, to be able to use your equipment at a big occasion like this, and especially with climatic conditions differing throughout the region of Asia. It is very muggy today, obviously hot. We are air conditioned, although it is an enormous area we're in, so there is still quite a bit of warmth out there in the warm-up area. Makes it Just a little more challenging to get the suits on and positioned correctly. So everyone seemed to be managing when I was out there this morning. So we're nearly ready for a start. The bar has been loaded in preparation for the first lifter from India. And this is 160 kilos on the bar for the Masters 2 lifter, Jayapa Lamani. He's age 51. That makes him a Masters 2. That Masters 2 age category runs between 50 and 60 years of age. And the bar starts at the lowest weight and moves sequentially higher. So I'll call for you what age category each lifter is in. At 51 years of age, he's been competing for 13 years. And this is a good example of powerlifting being able to be enjoyed throughout the person's lifespan as Jayapa takes this weight. Great depth, very confident opener. I think that was perfectly executed. And 3 white lights to get us underway.
170 for Sandosh Shetty.
So they'll load the bar now to 170 for Shiti Santosh from India. He is 44 years of age. So that makes him a Masters 1. So Masters 1 runs between 40 and 50. There's a lot of equipment and electronic equipment that's required to run a championship, and the start clock there just didn't start, so that's what that little delay was. Great depth. He really looked for it, made sure he was deep enough. No lift. They've given it a no lift. There was again another problem there where the referee's lights weren't working. So just got some teething problems here this morning with the gadgetry. And they're just trying to work out which remote it is. They said it was no lift, but that says it was a good lift. So there's a confusion there. Okay, we'll move on. 180 degrees for Mate Ashok of India. He's a Masters 2, age 51. Also competing 13 years. India has become the powerhouse in powerlifting over the last recent years. Oh, great depth. He found it. This is a really good lift. That's 3 white lights. So a lot of rules that are involved in executing the lifts correctly so that there's fairness and it's standardised across all lifters. And one of the primary ones in squat is the achieving of depth, which you saw very well demonstrated there. There is, of course, the ability to stand up completely locked out at the front at the beginning of the lift and then at the completion of the lift, which means their knees, hips and shoulders, everything is locked out. Again, another delay on the start clock. The start clock is supposed to be started once the lifter is called. So it's a combination of work between the announcer, the platform announcer, and the technician who worked. Oh, it's dropped off the back of him, and well caught spotters. That was amazing. And that is considered a no lift. So he will not be able to take that lift. And we may see a replay, I'm not sure, to see what happened there. But it, as you can see, happens fast. So now we get the correct announcement that the bar is loaded. I still can't see a clock ticking, so we have got a few problems this morning. Here is the lifter, Musab from Oman. Mashallah. Oh, magnificent. Yes, it is. And it's a good lift, 3 white lights.
210 kg for Mohammed Nobby.
200 kilos on the board. Now for Musab Al-Isabi from Oman. Here's the junior. I'm sorry. Of course he's not. Okay, we've got 2 different pieces of information. This, of course, is the Indian lifter, the Masters 1. And that was a good lift.
240 kg for Abhishek of India.
Okay, the bar gets loaded now to 240 kilos. Oh, got quite a lot of problems here with the referee lights, the scorecard. Virtually every piece of technology and gadgetry has malfunctioned this morning. So I'm apologising, but we do not have information for you that should be available for each of these lifts. The spotters have been asked to put 240 kilos on the bar. But Good Lift program, the software has not, here we go, it's just updated. Okay, so this is Abhishek from India to take 240 kilos. He is a junior. He's 23 years of age. He's been competing for 4 years. One of 3 in the junior group. And this is the lightest opener in the junior group. Let's see how he takes his opening squat. There's a dip. This is really good reffing, coaching, and it's 3 white lights. So 245 goes on the bar.
Plakodnikov, Vadim of Kazakhstan.
Deadlift 250. 250 for Plakodnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. Next lifter Shirinov Kemron of Uzbekistan. 250. It should be 250. 250. 250 for Shirinov Kemron of Uzbekistan. Yes.
This is the Uzbekistan lifter, the first one on the program, with his opening squat of 250. And it's a good lift. 3 white lights.
255. For Doria Palam Batok of Mongolia. 255 for Doria
Okay.
Batok of Mongolia.
Okay, I believe the bar is now going to 255 kilos. This is an open age category lifter from Mongolia. This is Dodchalam Batakonda.
Doria Palam Batok of Mongolia.
He is 36 years of age and been competing for 11 years. He's pointing to the rack height. I don't know if he's unhappy with it, but he's going to take it at that height anyway. Lifters nominate their rack height before the event. Yeah, that's too high for him. So the clock hasn't started and he gets a reset because it's not his error. That's still too high for him, which is just throwing him off. Let's see if he can handle it. He's got to put that out of his mind and find the depth. There it is, and he's very strong. He's going to need a lift up. There we go. So he's got a problem there, either on his card where it's written or the loaders have misloaded the rack height there.
257.5.
The bar now goes to 257.5.
Of Chinese Taipei is lifter. Next lifter is
So we have 257.5 now for the Chinese Taipei lifter, Huang. Great depth, very strong. His weight shifted back on the heels a little bit, so he'll need to watch that next time. But pretty good control for that weight. Just see that again.
good lifting.
Just shifts a little bit there, but he holds it.
257.5. Still there.
So the same weight now, 257.5 for the Kazakh lifter.
257. Plakonikov Vadim of Kazakhstan.
Plakontikov, Kazakhstan. And again, confusion on the platform for the loaders because the screen is showing 2 lifters a go. We've really got some terrible glitches going on this morning. I'm trying to understand what is going on. Okay, the lifter, Vadim, is here. Okay. Very focused, even despite all that distraction around him. And this is part of international lifting,
265.
is the ability to lift when conditions are not perfect, in fact less than perfect, in terms of different, obviously location, language barriers that may happen in trying to communicate what's going on and what's needed, and glitches with the technology, delays in starting, this sort of thing. It's all part of international competition, and it's nothing like lifting at home in the gym. A lot of pressure on the lifter as national teams are jostling out the back in front of the screens. There's a lot of action going on out there. Now here is Rahul from India taking 265 for his opener. He's a very solid squatter. Oh, no lift. One referee didn't like depth. So that was no lift.
170 for Sandosh Shetty of India.
100 and
Lifter is Jayapal Amani of India. Followed by lifter is Ashok Mate of India.
this is 170 kilos. Now for the start of the second round of squats. We're all hoping that all these glitches have been sorted out. That's another issue when you're lifting in the first session of the day. This is when the technology tends to play up if it's going to. So that makes it hard too. Shiti Santosh from India, 170. smooth. Masters 1. He missed that the first time, and it's a good lift this time.
175 for Jayapal Amani of India. Next to Ashok Mate, followed by Sheikh Abdul Mateen. Bar is good.
The system has frozen again. The lift is ready. I believe it's 175 kilos. Looks good from my side. Let's see how the referees saw that. Still struggling with their machines. And it's a good lift by the show of hands.
190 kg for Ashok Mate of India. For Ashok Mate of India.
Okay, the lifter is coming out. I believe it's 190 kilos for this lifter, but of course, as we've been saying, the actual lifter information in the venue is still lagging. I believe this is Ashok from India, the Masters 2. He got 180 on his opener, now 190. Very smooth descent, finds depth well, and I expect it'll be a good lift.
Good lift.
And it's a good lift.
Same load, 190 kg.
The weight remains the same at 190 kilos.
Next to Siabi Muzad, followed by Mahalingam of India. Bar is good. For Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India.
That was a no lift. I'm sorry about my commentary. I've got no information in front of me to call this.
Next to Mahalingam of India, followed by Al-Hazani Ayman.
Okay. I believe this is 220 kilos for Masab Al-Asabi from Oman. He is the sub-junior from Oman. This is only his second competition. Wonderful, smooth and fast squat there. And it's a good lift.
230. 230
Okay.
for Alim of India, ex-Sister Al-Hassani Ayman, followed by Abhishek of India.
So the bar will go to 230 kilos now for Mahalam from India, the Masters 1, one of the Masters 1 lifters. He started on 210, so 20 kilo jump. He'll be way ahead of his other competitor, who's on 270. Very strong lift, this. Great depth, good balance, and I expect that'll be a good lift as well.
No lift.
Oh, no lift.
245. 245. Al-Hassani Ayman of Oman.
Just have a look at the replay.
Next is Abhishek, followed by lifter is Sirino Cameron of Uzbekistan. Yeah, yeah.
245 now for Ayam Al-Hassani from Oman. Two-time national champion of Oman. He's been competing on the international stage a long time. Overall competing for 13 years. Ayman gets down there. The jury's indicating that it's a no lift. It's not deep enough. The jury was indicating to the coach. So I believe the coach was calling him down, and jury turned to him and said, it's not depth, don't call him up. You can clearly see it there. Unfortunately, no lift.
Now it is Abhishek of India.
I believe it's 255 for the Indian competitor, Abhishek. 15 kilos up. Check the depth on it, and it's a good lift.
Good lift. 260. 260 for Sirino Cameron of Uzbekistan.
Now 260 kilos for Kemron Sherinov of Uzbekistan. He's actually a 12-time national champion. Age 26. Has held or holds 5 national records. And it's a good lift.
265.
265 now for the Mongolian lifter,
265 of
Atakonta
Batok of Mongolia.
Dojpalam. Open lifter, 10 kilo jump on his opener. Sorry, 265, yes, 10 kilo jump on his opener. 36 years of age. Competing 11 years. Not sure where he is. Hasn't made an appearance yet, so he's just getting his wraps on now. I just saw him out the back. This to push him up into first place momentarily with one more lifter to come. And 20 seconds on the clock. He's got the 10-second countdown now, so he's got to get ready and get a start. He got it with 3 seconds to go. Yes. The athlete knew where the spot was. And 3 white lights.
270 for Rahul Saji of India. Next with the Huan
I think he's being coached by a Kazakh. I thought I saw that.
followed by lifter is Plakotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. Now it is Rahul Saji of India.
265. That was the previous lift. 270 for Saji Rahul of India. 24 years of age. Hopefully that was enough. No lift.
No lift. 272.5. Huan Chen of Chinese Taipei is lifter. Next is the Plakotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan.
Okay, 272.5 kilos now for Minchong Huan of Chinese Taipei, one of 3 juniors, and Vladim of Kazakhstan will lift directly after him on the same weight. So good little battle going on here. So Huan is heavier than the Kazakh in body weight. So if he is to assert himself, he'll need to take a higher weight. Oh, great. He pushes through. Yes, he did. And look at the work he's done there. 3 white lights. That is magnificent. Oh, he really worked through that midsection. That's great to see. So having a look now at exactly the same weight with Vadim. Plakotnikov of Kazakhstan, and we'll see how he approaches the same weight. Not sure what the hold-up is. Okay, he's been called. The clock isn't counting down though, so we're not quite out of the woods with the technology yet. On body weight, this will get him in front of Huang. Looks pretty happy. Yes, it is. 3 white lights.
185, let use it, 185. For Jaya Palamani of India. Next is the Santosh Shetty of India, followed by Sheikh Abdul Mateen.
Now, I believe we're starting the third round of squats with 185 kilos on the bar for Jayappa from India, the Masters 2.
Points noted.
He will finish with the silver medal in the squat, with his teammate from India taking the gold. Good depth. Works hard. Gets that chest up.
No lift.
Oh, no lift.
185 still on Santosh Shetty of India.
Okay.
Next is Sheikh Abdul Mateen, followed by Ashraf Mate.
Okay. 185 kilos for Shiti Santosh of India. It's a good lift.
190 for Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. Next is Ashraf Mate, followed by Mahalinga.
190 kilos now for Abdul Mateen Sheikh of India. He has missed all two squats so far. So this is the pressure lift for him. Really big moment. There's the depth, and he sticks it at the top. Let's hope that this is at least 2 white lights, and it's 3. It's a good lift. Thank goodness he made it onto the board.
202.5. Ashraf Mate of India is a lifter.
That is a relief, because I think he's lining up for a deadlift record.
Ashraf Mate of India.
I had a chat with him out the back this morning, and we have to have a look at how he's feeling, but he felt prepared for a crack at the Asian deadlift record. But of course, he would need to register a lift in every discipline. So that squat suddenly became so very important to his day. Mate Ashok from India, 202.5. Is a Masters 2. He'll take the gold medal in the squat. This is his final squat today. I think he might have cut that one a little short. He did. It's a no lift.
230 for Mahalinga of India, that's the third. Al-Siadi Muzaffar, followed by Al-Hassani Ayman.
230 kilos.
Mahalinga is a lifter.
Mahalagam
Next lifter,
from
Al-Ziad
India.
Muzad, followed by Al-Hazani Ayman.
He's a Masters 1. He'll win the gold medal in the squat regardless, but he missed this on the second attempt. So let's see how this goes. If he can get depth. He is quite borderline. No.
Slowly. 240. 240 for Al-Ziad Muzad of Oman.
240 kilos for Musab Alisabi from Oman.
Followed by Abhishek of India.
Big shout out to Musab's brothers back home in Muscat. And mum and dad, of course, watching. He's the national champion. And at just 18, he is competing really well and conducting himself very well at an international. His squatting's been really delightful to watch. He's got an incredibly smooth movement and this wonderful smile. Smooth, he's working. No. He did well. He stuck with the bar, and that is really good. That is really well done. He got stuck, and he did not panic. In that moment, he trusted the spotters to pick him up, and he did everything right. So that's another experience there that he's had, which will happen again, I imagine, in his lifting career. And that is the way to do it. And his countryman now, Ayman Alisani, 245 kilos. And he is an open age category lifter, age 32. And we're shouting out to his wife and family and friends in Oman. He felt he found depth. And he got the lift. An almighty roar from his camp
265 for Abhishek.
because he struggled with depth. And he took it just a bit further.
Next lifter, Shirino Kimron.
I'm just watching one of the side refs who gave him a good lift. I don't know whether he's gone over to speak to the jury. So I'm not entirely certain what's happening there. Anyway, we're moving on. This is Abhishek from India, 265 kilos. 10 kilo increase on his second attempt. Just a fraction shorter than he has been lifting. And it's a no lift. I thought that he cut that short from his own lifting.
270 for Shirino Kimron of Uzbekistan.
270 for the Uzbekistan lifter now.
Followed by Rosparam Batumko of Mongolia.
Kamran. Very successful lifter.
270.
He holds the national bench press record. He's held a lot of national records. Competing for 7 years. He does prefer classic lifting. Here he is in an equipped international. So he's got that versatility, wonderful depth. That was tremendous. And I imagine this is a wonderful feeling for him as a primarily classic lifter to put on the suit and be able to squat more than ever. To be able to feel that extra weight on him is really great. He was very positive this morning. He was feeling very good. His weight, as I recall, was 74 on the dot. So perfect weight. And the whole Uzbekistan team was around him. And it was a great feeling there in the warm-up this morning for him. No lift.
272.5.
Depth issue.
The bar is loaded for those bottom toe.
272.5 for the Mongolian lifter.
Lifter from Mongolia, those bottom toe.
So this is the Mongolian lifter now. Dorji Pump of Mongolia on 272.5. Oh, good work there. And it's a good lift, and he's thrilled.
280 kg for Huan Minchun Chinese Taipei.
Okay, now on the bar is 280 kilos for Huan Minchung from Chinese Taipei. He got the second lift on 272.5, so here up to 280.
Huan Minchun is a lifter.
I have a suspicion his attempts are down a little bit today. Absolutely the lifter and coach to adjust the attempt selections on the day according to how the lifter has prepared and is feeling. Great depth, worked so hard through that midsection. That was outstanding fight. Oh, no lift. Wow, no lift. Let's see if the coach goes to the referees, to the jury. I can hear the Kazakh coming, Davai. So that's Kazakhstan. That's Vadim, 285. It's a 12.5 kilo increase from his second attempt. Oh, working for it. Let's see if everything's right. And it is 3 white lights. Duh, he says. Yes.
20 minutes break, please.
Magnificent squat there to complete our squat program this morning. We will have 20 minutes break and we hope you will join us then. Thank you.
change in attempts. One minute to start the competition. Referees and juries, please take your respective seats. Load the bar 70 for Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. Bar is loaded.
Welcome back to the 2023 Asian Equipped Powerlifting Championships in Alleppey, India. My name's Chrissy Chamley. I'll be calling the under 74 kilogram men's lifting. This is equipped lifting, all age groups. We have had the squat discipline, and now we are up to the bench press. And the first lifter is already out, 70 kilos on the bar for Abdul Mateen Sheikh from India. He is a sub-junior, and you can see there he's lifting without the benefit of the bench shirt, just a t-shirt underneath.
85 kg for
Now, whilst this is an equipped competition, a lifter does not need to or have to wear equipment. They can lift raw in any of the disciplines as they like. And some lifters choose to lift raw or classic in the bench press for different reasons. May have an injury, they may not have a shirt that they're comfortable with at the moment, or they may just be raw for the first lift. But here we have Masab Al-Asabi of Oman with 85 kilos, and he's got the bench shirt on. Mashallah. Oh, super. Fantastic lift to get him underway.
Next to the ceremony of India, followed by Ashok Mafia of India.
105 kilos now goes on the bar for Shetty Sentush of India. He's a Masters 1 lifter.
Bar is loaded.
One of two Masters 1. And the other being his teammate, countryman from India, Mahalingam. Good use of the shirt there.
Loaded.
And 3 white lights.
110 kg for Jayapala
And the bar gets loaded now to 110 kilos
followed by Mahalingam of India.
for the Masters 2 lifter, Jayappa from India.
Bar is loaded.
Lamani Jayappa, India. Good touch and solid lift. That is a good lift.
120. Ashok Mati of
So if you're watching live, we had a few technical problems
Abhishek of India.
this morning in the squat round, but I'm pleased to say they appear to be ironed out now, and everything is working correctly. Here we have Mate Ashok of India. He's a Masters 2 lifter with 120 kilos on the bar. Good work to get it onto the chest, and then does a good job to press that out.
Unit.
That's a good lift.
Same load for Mahalingam.
120 now remains on the bar for Mahalingam of India,
Followed by
who is a Masters 1 lifter.
of Mongolia.
Mahalinga squatted 210 kilos this morning, so he was in the won the gold medal for the squat in his Masters 1 category, and now taking the lead if he gets this in the bench press. Very well done. Yes, I can imagine that's 3 white lights.
130 for Abhishek of India. Next lifter.
The bar moves up now to 130.
Followed by Rahul Sati of India.
He is the first of the 3 juniors to come out. Oh, what happened? That was the wrong lifter came out. Okay, this is Abhishek from India. It's his lift, 130. The Mongolian came out because he's also going to take 130. Just struggling to get a touch there. He finds it. Oh, I didn't hear the centre ref say, oh, he must have. Okay, so that was a good lift.
Same load for Dorspalam Batongtok of Mongolia. Clock started. Next lifter Saji Rahul Saji, followed by Prakot
So
Nuko,
now
Vladimir
this is
Kazakhstan.
Dorji Palm's lift, 130. He's an open age lifter. Quite a light opener. There are 4 competitors in the open age class. Very well done.
145.
145 now for Rahul from India.
Plahotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan, followed by
Rahul had a very difficult squat session and unfortunately was not able to register a lift, and that was so upsetting and disappointing for him. But he's come out and put that behind him, and he's going to do his rest of his lifts, which is really commendable and expected at this level unless you're injured. That's a great touch. Yes, excellent bench and 3 white lights.
147.5 for Plahotnikov.
Just a little bit more now goes onto the bar. 147.5 for Vadim Plakontikov of Kazakhstan. He is one of the juniors. And Huang from Chinese Taipei will lift, will take a higher opener quite significantly of 170. So quite a bit of distance between first and second place in the bench press. Vadim now. Great touch. Right underneath the bar, and it's a good lift.
170 for Yuan Yingchun of Chinese Taipei.
So Huang now will come out and take 170, so a huge 40 kilos more. It's quite impressive, the increase there. Now the Asian junior record, for your reference, is 210. So an enormous record sits on this age and weight class. And Juan's just getting his wrist wraps up, done up. Slides up on the traps with his hips up, takes the weight and then places the hips down. Really good setup. Excellent touch. He had to work for it. I didn't see any problem. Let's see. It's 3 white lights.
Same load and the lifters are Hassani Ayman of Oman.
Ayman Alasani from Oman now. Very experienced lifter. And he's coming out with 170 for his opening bench. Of course, this will put him temporarily in first place, with the Uzbekistan lifter only to follow. Mashallah. Good work, right under it. There it is. That was great. And it's 3 white lights.
190 for Suriname Cameron.
And the final opening bench press here is 190 kilos for Kermon Shirinov of Uzbekistan. He got silver in the squat discipline, and this would give him a very big lead in the bench press. All these guys are wearing the bench shirt that I mentioned before, and it's a very personal situation of how we wear it and Pulls that down. His head's come off the bench, but whether that was seen or not, I don't know. And it's a good lift. 3 white lights.
80 kg.
The head is meant to stay on the bench. And the head will come up like that because that shirt is so tight, and also the mechanics of the lifter. As he pulls it down, the head just comes up, and you could see that movement there.
Bar is loaded to Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. Next lifter, Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman, followed by Jayapal Amani of India.
Just to clarify, when there's 3 white lights from the referees, even if the jury did see the problem, they can't overrule it because there were 3 white lights. Here's Abdul Mateen Sheikh. No. 80 kilos not there today.
95 was Al-Ziabi Musab.
Musab Al-Isabi of Oman. Our
Al-Ziabi Musab. The bar is unloaded. Next is the Jayapal Amani of India, followed by Santosh Shetty of India.
uh, 18-year-old. Only his second competition. Wow. I'm guessing that shirt's not terribly tight. He says, what? I'm just doing my thing.
Santosh Shetty of India, followed by Ashok Mate of India.
Bar will go to 115 now for Lamani Japa of India. One of the Masters 2 lifters. Taking just a 5 kilo increase from his first attempt. A lot of speed on that bar, very good. So he's not struggling terribly at the moment.
Santosh Shetty of India.
Shiti Santush of India, 115. That's a 10 kilo increase from his opener. Yeah, here's the Masters 1. Competing against Ashok from India. An important lift here. Looks like a good lift. Yes, it was.
125 for Ashok Mate of India. Next is the Mahalingam, followed by Abhishek of India.
Mate Ashok from India, 125. And this will, on body weight, he has already won the gold. I'm just checking the body weight against the possible successful lift, but this has he has already secured the gold. So very smooth. Let's see, 3 white lights.
130 for Mahalingam of India. Next is Abhishek of India, followed by
Mahalagam of India, 130 kilos. He's the Masters 1. Now, Santosh of India, who he's competing with, has asked for this weight on his third attempt. And Santosh is lighter, so this does not guarantee the gold medal still. He would have to get this and then lift more to get over the top of Santosh. Oh, wow. That's great work. You have to say he looks good for some more, so I'm feeling quite confident that he will get the gold as long as he doesn't put too much on that third attempt. But we'll watch this space for that little battle happening, which will play out in the third attempts. Now, the first of the juniors in this second round of bench, 140 kilos for Abhishek. He got bronze in the squat. Struggling to get all the way down. Gets it. And see what the referees say. 3 white lights.
Same load for Dorspan Batongok of Mongolia.
Dorjpan Batolga of Mongolia now, 140 kilos. He's an open age lifter. He took the gold in the squat, just ahead of the Uzbekistan lifter Shirinov, and he's quite off the pace in the bench. Be out of the medals. Oh, that left arm let him down. Yes. So bench is apparently his weaker lift at the moment. But fortunately he got that first lift on the board, so he is still in the running to total. Now Rahul, who couldn't get that one squat in, now going for 152.5. His benching looks really good. Right up on his traps there. And his foot position, he's got maximum tightness in the body. Great touch. These are really good calls from the referees, and it's 3 white lights. Look at that, very high position, solid. And 155 for Vadim Plankotnikov of Kazakhstan. He will stay in the silver medal position with this lift. No threat to Huan from Chinese Taipei for the bench press, who is just far and away stronger in the bench press. And I'm pleased to say that we are joined momentarily by the president of the Asian Powerlifting Federation, Mr. Farshid Soltani. Good morning, Farshid.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone.
177.5.
Yeah. Which category now? Junior 74. Ah, okay. We have excellent live streaming. Thank you for watching and supporting APF.
Okay, let's see how the referees saw that. That was nice of Farshid to drop in on his way. He's checking on the lifting all around, and that was a good
180
lift.
for Al-Azani Ayman of Oman. Next lifter, Shirino Kimron of Uzbekistan.
So Ayman Alisani of Oman now, 180 kilos for his second attempt, 10 kilos up,
Bars loaded.
and won't make an impact on the leader of this group. But a very strong silver medal position. Great touch. Oh, it's good. He locks it out. Yes, he has 3 white lights.
200. 200 for Shirino Kimron of Uzbekistan.
So Cameron Shirimnov of Uzbekistan now, the first one to crack the 200. He's the open age lifter who got silver in the squat, and most certainly, well, it's not certain, but it looks like he's good for the gold medal in the bench. There could be a late charge by Alisani depending on what he puts on the third attempt. Uzbekistan, of course, generally very strong in bench press, as he is. Come on. Oh, yes. So I think that secured, yes, it did. Secured the gold medal, as Alisani had put 192.5 on as the third attempt. Had he missed that, he would have had to fight for the gold in the third round, but as it stands, he's got the gold. And so we go back to the start in terms of the lowest weight for this third round of benching, and it's 80 kilos on the bar for Abdul Mateen Sheikh of India, who is lifting classic, just a t-shirt, not putting the bench shirt on. As I said, there can be different reasons. Some lifters prefer not to lift equipped in the bench, but happy to do that in the squat and the deadlift. Some may have an injury and don't want to use the shirt and load up their shoulder too much. There can be any number of reasons why, and I'm not sure what his reason is. But he is struggling with this 80. Oh, he got right under that. That's a much better attempt. Yes, it is. That was the correction he needed, and I'm pleased for him that he got the 80. He is one to watch in the deadlift. That's what I want to say. He has an almighty deadlift, so we look forward to seeing that very soon. 105 kilos on the bar for Musab Al-Asabi now of Oman. His third attempt. That's 10 kilos up. My goodness, he is very strong. It's like we want to see more weight on there. And the team is very
120.
pleased for him.
120 for Jaya Balamani of India. Next lift Ashok Mate, followed by Santosh Shetty.
So 120 kilos now for Lamani Jayappa of India. Masters 2 lifter. Will be the silver medalist in the bench press. Yes. And so it's a good lift. Okay, 130 kilos for Ashok of India, his teammate.
Mahalingam of India.
These two guys, it's really been a good competition between them in the Masters 2. Good touch. Can he finish it off? Oh, he's thrown the hips up in an attempt to get that to lift, and I think they will see the hips coming off the bench there. Oh, he's been given 2 to 1.
Same load 130 kg lifter is Santosh Shetty of India. Next lifter Mahalingam of India, followed by Doj Balam Batum.
See the replay here may not be easy to see because it's a black suit.
Bar is loaded.
Nonetheless, he got the lift. 130 kilos for Shetty and Santosh, Masters 1. Now, with this lift, he will temporarily go into the gold medal position before Mahalingam lifts after him. So this for a shot at gold. Oh, good shot too. Definitely 3 white lights. Mahalingam now 132.5. Must get this to get the gold.
Doj Balam Batum of Mongolia, followed by Abhishek of India.
He is heavier than Santosh. He's already got 130 from his second attempt, but he's a heavier body weight. So he needed to add even the smallest increment, which is 2.5 kilos, in order to get the gold. So this is the lift that the bench press has come down to. Is it silver or is it gold? Looks like gold. Yes, it is. So he gets the gold medal ahead of Santosh in the Masters 1. Okay, we go into the open age category now. And it's 140 kilos again for Dorj Palam of Mongolia, who missed it the second time, the second round. Got that narrow foot position. Get himself set for this bench, third bench, 140. Oh, the left arm. He's definitely got a significant weakness there or an injury.
150 for Abhishek of India.
But either way, that's a significant imbalance in his strength. And it's right at that spot of lockout. 150 kilos on the bar now for Abhishek from India. He's a junior. He'll get the bronze in the bench press regardless, as he got the bronze in the squat as well. Very tight. Gets a touch. The bar takes off and he manages to catch up and press it out. That was a great third attempt. He's got some skill there for sure.
Rahul Sajid
157.5 now for Rahul of India. Get the bronze medal in the bench. This for 3 out of 3. Tucks that chin in. Very good. Very high chest position. It's great. It's got a very good bench on him.
160 for black belt to go Vadim of
160 kilos now for Vadim from Kazakhstan.
Followed by Al-Hassani Ayman of Oman.
No change to his medal position with this lift. Still silver in the bench press. However, he got the gold in the squat. So we're going to keep looking at the running total to see how his total goes. Competing against Chinese Taipei, who has got an absolutely significant lead on him in the bench, which is adding to the totals. Huang may have him at the end, so every kilo counts. Vadim, just couldn't control that press, and unfortunately he settles back to 155, and the problem is that he needs every kilo to count towards his total. So he's got the silver in the bench, but it's the total that concerns him. We have one now, 180 kilos as his final bench. It's only 2.5 kilos more than the second attempt, which does happen sometimes deliberately and sometimes if we miss the window of opportunity to put in the next lift. So I'm not sure. Maybe he feels this is all he's got in him. But this would take his total to 682.5. Oh, can he get it back? No. It was low and he just struggled to get right underneath it, so it wasn't there. Not enough strength under the bar, and it was impossible for him to get vertical. So that's okay. He's got the gold in the bench press. And quite the lead. I think it's about 40 kilo lead in the total going into the deadlift. So last two benches here now. 192.5 for Al-Hassani of Oman, who is battling with Uzbekistan. He won't get the gold medal regardless for the bench press. So this is a silver medal he's looking at. And again, he's trying to build a total. Oh, I'm sure that felt good to start with, and just not enough strength under it today.
205 for Serenov Kembrov.
A final bench press of this session, 205 kilos for Sherenov of Uzbekistan, the only lifter to crack into the 200s in this entire group.
Bar is loaded.
Just for context, the Asian record in the open age category is 250 kilos. But Sherenov of Uzbekistan is very strong in this open category. His total is becoming enormous. Oh, yes, and the right arm, yes. Yes, it is. It's a good lift.
So with that, we wind up the bench press.
That concludes the bench press competition. Another 20-minute break, and then we'll be back for the deadlift action. Do join us then.
Good lift 175 for Santosh Shetty of India. Next lift Ashok Mate followed by Mahalingam of India.
Bar is loaded. Santosh Shetty is the lifter.
Welcome back to the final deadlift session of the 74 kilogram class men in the Asian Equipped Powerlifting Championships. You see here Shiti Santosh of India pulling 175 kilos. It's a Masters 2.
Next lift Mahalingam followed by Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman.
And next up will be Ashok of India, 180 kilos for his opening deadlift. So in the Masters 2, we've had Ashok take the gold medal in the squat and the bench, and now takes an early lead in the deadlift. And it's a good lift.
190 for Mahalingam of India. Next lift Al-Siabi Muzab.
Now into the Masters 1 category, and this is 190 for Mahalingam to open up a big lead on his competitor Santosh. Three white lights.
200 for Al-Siabi Muzab.
200 kilos now on the bar for Musab Al-Asabi of Oman. He is the sub-junior. 18 years of age. Very strong, very fast. He used that as a training opportunity, the way he lowered that bar. Is building more strength in lowering it in a controlled fashion like that. Very good to see him enjoying his lifting today. Rahul, now 220 kilos. He's an open age lifter.
Rahul Saji is the lifter.
And that looks like a good lift for Rahul. Yes, it is. Next lifter will be Ayman Al-Asani of Oman, 225 kilos. Yallah. Amen. Mashallah. Mashallah. Amen. Oh. No lift. I think that was a lockout problem. Yeah, that knee, especially left knee, was very obvious. He didn't lock out that lift, so not sure why. But he needs to be extremely tight all the way up to the top of the lift. 230 kilos now for the junior Huan. Good lift.
Still on the load. Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India is in
Sheikh Abdul Mateen now, 230 kilos for his opening deadlift.
Sheikh Abdul Mateen.
Now he is the sub-junior. No lift. He he got to there and then he overbalanced forward before the down command. So it looked like he had it, and then in a split second, he overbalanced forward. I was watching him shake for an attempt at the Asian record, but I've got doubts now. So here's Abhishek of India, 240 kilos, and Vadim from Kazakhstan will also take this. So we watch with interest how these next two guys lift this 240. No problem for Abhishek.
240. For Plakontnikov, Vadim of Kazakhstan. Next lifter.
Plakontikov of Kazakhstan now to take exactly the same weight. Been very well matched with Abhishek, but Vadim had a much stronger squat by about 30 kilos. Oh, that looks so good. He probably looks the stronger out of the two in the deadlift, so he may pull away in that second round. As we get through to the top end of this deadlift session, we have 245 kilos for Shirinov of Uzbekistan. And there's only one to follow him, and that's the Mongolian lifter, Dorji Palm. And he's on 247.5, so very close openers. Deadlifting in wraps there. Very strong. You don't see that as often. So the top deadlift now in this opening round for Dorji from Mongolia, 247.5. Really struggled with his bench today. Seems to be having a problem with the left shoulder or somewhere in the arm there. Let's hope it doesn't trouble him here. No reason to think it would, but I'm not sure what it is, the problem. Yes, smooth, a lot of strength there. Yes, 3 white lights. So we'll go into the second round of deadlift now with 285 on the bar for the second attempt for Santush, the Masters 1. And it's a good lift, 3 white lights.
190 for Jayaparamani of India. Next is the Ashok Mati of India, followed by Mahalingam of India. Lamani Jayappa of India, 190 kilos,
also his teammate will take 190 for the second. So, oh my goodness, that was well done. Now let's see how Ashok does this. Exactly the same weight on the bar.
Bar is loaded.
And Jayappa is just
ceremony
0.1 of a kilo heavier than Ashok here. So this is also interesting. Jayappa made up a lot of ground, 20 kilos from his opener with that lift. And if Ashok gets this, he will remain in front on body weight. And he got it. So
210.
let's see what the third attempts are like in that Masters 2 group.
Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman, followed by Al-Hazani
Back
Ayman
into the
of
Masters
Oman.
1 group now, 210 kilos for Manilangam. A good lift here will stretch out and secure him the gold. He's not quite in the clear for the gold just yet. But the 190 moved very well, and this is 20 kilos more, and he's strong. Yes, it's 3 white lights. So that's him, I believe, with the gold medal in the deadlift and the gold overall. So potentially our first clear result. Bar goes to 230, and we're with Musab Alisabi. Sub-junior. Finally, we see something that he worked for. He says, everyone just stay humble.
Al-Hazani Ayman of Oman.
He's a wonderful lifter. That is really a joy to watch. His teammate Ayman Alisani, 230. He missed the 225. He just unlocked. It was like he lost a little focus, so now he's just got to switch on. Mashallah. Ayman, there we go. Oh, his knees are soft. Oh dear. We're in all sorts of trouble.
235.
Oh, we're in a lot of trouble. I don't know why. I think it may be his grip on the left-hand side. It could be that he's losing the grip, and to hold the bar, he's bending his knee. That's what it could be. I just can't understand what else is causing that. So he has to make a correction because this could be a disaster. Meanwhile, Rahul, 235, hangs on to that one, and it's 3 white lights for his second attempt, and he could sneak up into the bronze medal position, Rahul, depending on how Alisani goes. And it may have been a mistake to go up to 230 for him for the second attempt, if the grip is indeed the issue. One now, 240. Him and Vadim are having a tremendous battle for the total here. Oh my goodness. No, he's okay.
240 still there. Lieutenant Colonel Sheikh Abdul Manteen of India.
Oh, he put everything into that. I did think he was going to faint, and he looked a bit wonky for sure, but he's okay.
Good.
So with that miss, he's only on 230. Now, different age category, Abdul Matin Sheikh. At solid, 240. I thought he might be looking for 250 here today.
Next lifter, George Palam Patongtok of Mongolia. Followed by
Vadim
Sirnov Kemrom of Uzbekistan.
Plakotnikov of Kazakhstan, 250 for his second attempt. Really starting to stay in, trying to stay in touch with the totals. Works very hard for that. 250, gets it.
Load bar 255.
We're back down into the open age category now. 255 for George, Mongolia.
At the entrance of this auditorium. Those who are interested in trying in the house board, please report in front of this auditorium.
We watch these three open age lifters for the total medals, especially Dorji and Alessandri. Okay, Dorj, yes, 3 white lights for 255. 260 now for Shirinov of Uzbekistan.
Should report before the entrance of this auditorium.
He has been significantly stronger than his competitors. So he looks in good shape for the gold medal overall. And of course, the deadlift here. He won the bench and got silver in the squat.
Good lift, 265 for Abhishek.
Back into the junior age category now. Abhishek now 265, 25 kilo jump from his opener. And this is pushing his total up to really get amongst the silverware. It's a big jump. And here he comes. Make for a very interesting third round of deadlifts. Keeping his hips as high as he can. There he goes. Great technique. Pulls through. Looks very good. And it's 3 white lights.
192.5.
So we commence the final round of deadlifts now with 195 on the bar for Santosh. And this is the round where all the medals are definitely confirmed, obviously. But some of the results are already certain from how we've lifted, although there have been some that are actually quite certain already because of how much more the competitor has dominated in the rounds. So 195 will not be enough for Santosh to take the gold medal overall. He will take the silver medal. He took the silver in the squat and the silver only just in the bench. Nearly got there to the gold. It was exciting. And he'll take the silver in the deadlift and silver overall. So if he cannot jack that, don't. No, I don't think. No. So that's a no lift. There was some infractions. He starts to lean back and he hitches the bar just there and there again. And then I don't think he even waited for the down command. So we had a few errors there, but very strong finish just the same. So Ashok now in the Masters 2, attempting to finish on 197.5 for his final deadlift. He's the gold medalist in the squat, gold in the bench.
Next is Jaya Panavani, followed by
His
Powerlifting.
gold medal is not assured in, his gold medal is assured in the deadlift. It is not assured because Jayappa has put in 205. So he's done his work on 197.5. And
200 for Jaya Panavani.
he is the gold medalist, the Asian champion for the Masters 2. There's 200 kilos now for his teammate and competitor, Jayappa. 200 on the bar. With a successful lift here, he could win the gold medal in the deadlift, but he will finish with the silver overall. $200 comes up well. Can he get those hips through and locks the knees out? I think it's good. Yes, it is. 3 white lights. So he takes the gold medal in the deadlift. And congratulations to Jayappa, and finishes with the silver at the Asian Championships. 225 for Masters 1 lifter Mahalingam. He has already won the gold in all the disciplines. And of course, that necessarily means he's won the gold in the total. So he is the Masters 1 Asian champion for 2023. Hips are coming up well. He has to work for it. Get the balance back, stick the chest through. The question will be, is he fully locked out at the top? 2 said not. So no problem though, he is still the Asian champion. Okay, pressure lift now for Ayman. He's had an issue. He's got 230 here. He's had an issue on that left side. All he can do is make whatever correction he can. I see him getting a really good grip on that with the left-hand side. He's not using a hook grip. He's got the strap. Oh, he's done it. He has done it. Yes, he has. Surely, yes, he has. 2 white lights and he comes through. Oh, no, jury overrules. Jury says no lift. Oh, no. He just went through the emotion, did he? No, it stands. It stands. He's on the board, he gets a total, and he finishes with the bronze medal. Huan, 240 now to see if he can get this lift that he didn't get on the second attempt. Oh, it's not coming up. Okay. He will finish in bronze medal position overall, with India taking the silver medal, and Vadim will take the gold. But first, we look at Musab Alisabi. $240 kilos, 10 kilos more than the last lift. Rip. Oh. Oh. Got a cramp.
42.5.
Got a cramp in the top of the,
Next is Sheikh
where is it?
Abdul
He's
Mateen,
grabbing
followed by
quad or hamstring. He's okay. There's no problem. He's just got a little bit of a spasm there, I think. And his teammates are all around him. No problem at all. But that one, not today. Rahul, 242.5. Open age category. Oh, no. Stuck. Can't complete that last deadlift.
255.
So we finished with 5 out of 9 lifts, but unfortunately couldn't get a squat in. So no result in terms of a total, but a result in bench press and deadlift.
Followed by Wakakiko
255 now.
Gadget.
Okay, so Sheikh was going for 250, so he's put the 255 on for the final attempt. Can he get it? You see, he uses the conventional no, he's going sumo stance there. Oh no. So, not today. He's okay. 260 kilos for the final deadlift for Dorji Palm.
Next is Wakakiko Gadget. Followed by Sirino Kemron.
Silver medalist, I think he will be. Yes, he is. A silver medalist overall. A good lift here will give him a chance at the gold medal in the deadlift. So it's not much more than that last lift he did at 255. And this is for a shot at the gold medal in the deadlift. But he will remain in silver overall. Oh, it looks good so far. The knees lock out, the head tucks under. Looks very good. Yes, it is. It's 3 white lights. So he is just holding on to a potential gold medal as we see that. And he forces the lockout in the knees, tucks the chin under so that he's locked out. And I reckon he got every kilo he could out of it. Here's Vadim from Kazakhstan, 265 for his final deadlift. He is the Asian champion on total. And incidentally, his final squat of 272.5 was actually more than the open lifters, and he's a junior. So that just shows you how well developed his strength and skill is to beat the open class age lifters. 265, no, not breaking, but he is the Asian champion for 2023 in the juniors. So 265 now for Kemron from Uzbekistan. He will be the Asian champion in the open age category here in 2023. this for the gold medal in the deadlift. A miss here will be a silver, but I think he's got it. I'd say he's got the gold. And he has. Finishes very strongly with the gold medal in the deadlift. So congratulations, Uzbekistan, your first lifter takes home the gold in the open age category. Abhishek now is a junior. The record is 300. I was just checking the record. He's going to pull 277.5. Hopefully here in... no, he doesn't pull that here, but he remains in the silver medal position overall. Okay, so that was concluding our deadlift category now. Stay on for the medal ceremony, which will be up very shortly.
Secretary General of Asian Powerlifting Federation, Secretary General of the Mongolian Powerlifting Federation, and the Championship Secretary to deliver the participation medals to the competitors. Mr. John Varghese, Mr. John Varghese, participation medals. We start with the 74 kg category open. In Scott, bronze medal goes to Al Hassani Ayman of Oman. Silver medal goes to Shirinov Kemron of Uzbekistan. Gold medal goes to Dorjpalam Batongtok of Mongolia. Bench press, bronze medal goes to Rahul Saji of India. Competitors are requested not to carry the flag on the victory stand. Rahul Saji. Silver medal goes to Al Hassani Ayman of Oman. Gold medal goes to Shirinur Kemron of Uzbekistan. Deadlift, Rahul Saji of India wins the bronze medal. Silver medal goes to Dorjpalam Batongtok of Mongolia. The gold medal goes to Shirino Kemron of Uzbekistan. Thank you. Moving on to the total. Bronze medal goes to Al Hassani Ayman of Oman. Winner of the silver medal, Dorjpalam Batongtok of Mongolia. And the champion in this category is Shirinov Kemron of Uzbekistan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Uzbekistan. '74 kg category sub-juniors. Silver medal goes to Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. Winner of the gold medal in Scott is Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman. Thank you. Bench press, Sheikh Abdul Mateen wins the silver. And the gold medal, Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman. Deadlift, silver medal goes to Al-Siabi Muzab. Gold medal goes to Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. The total, thank you. In the total, silver medal goes to Sheikh Abdul Mateen of India. Winner of the gold medal and the new Asian champion sub-juniors is Al-Siabi Muzab of Oman. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Oman. 74 kg category juniors. Scott bronze medal goes to Abhishek of India. Silver medal Huang Min Chun of Chinese Taipei. Gold medal goes to Plaknikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. Thank you. In bench press, Abhishek of India wins the bronze. Silver medal goes to Plakotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. And the gold medal winner is Huang Minchung of Chinese Taipei. Thank you. Deadlift, Huang Mingchung of Chinese Taipei wins the bronze medal. Silver medal, Plakotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. The gold medal goes to Abhishek of India. Out of the total, bronze medal goes to Abhishek of India. Silver medal goes to Huang Minchung of Chinese Taipei. The gold medal goes to Plakotnikov Vadim of Kazakhstan. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Kazakhstan. '74 Masters 1. Scott bench press. In bench press, the same order. Silver medal goes to Jaya Palamani and the gold medal Ashok Mate. Thank you. Technical controller, Mr. Dadavir, please lead the stage.